Hey, good evening, folks. Welcome back to some more Threes action and minor league esports sponsored by APM Music. I am your host for this segment of the show, and we are joining Academy League Foxes versus the Sabres. And my name is Ice Cold Brew. I'll be taking care of you this evening. And joining me in the commentary booth is Demented Sheep. Sheep, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Definitely excited to be able to cast this game for everyone. Working alongside you, it'll be a great night full of some great games.
Absolutely. And we have a little bit of strong competition. So Foxes and Sabres off to a bit of a rocky start right now. Foxes are currently 5-5, and Sabres are right behind them at a 4-6. And in their division, that's a little bit rough. In fact, we know the Foxes had a tough fight against the Puffins last week, and the Sabres had a tough fight against the Wolves last week as well. Both these teams going 1-4 in their series. However, this is a new week, new lineups, new opportunities as well. And we even got to see them recognized in the power rankings as well. Foxes and Sabres jumping far and ahead in double digits, 15 and 16, 16 and 15 respectively in that movement. Anything you looking forward to tonight at all between these two teams?
I mean, honestly, I'm just looking for the bounce back of both these teams, both coming off a rough week. They both want to fight, get their rankings up just a little bit more, and definitely prove themselves from last week. Both these teams want to do that, and I'm definitely excited for the fight they're going to bring to this match.
And as we get into the first map, we have on the field for the Foxes, Mo, Wesley Snipes, and America's Finest. And then new addition to the Sabre lineup, Phoebe is on there with Unknown Ninja and Badger. And now heading into the action, we have Mo taking the ball slowly back to the corner, taking his time, looking for an opportunity to get touched. Badger 50s off. Wesley Snipes comes in for the cleanup, bumps into Phoebe, but Ninja is there. Wesley Snipes is looking for another touch off the backboard, cannot get there in time. That ball flies all the way up into the corner. And folks, make sure you take that time to put your channel points in, put your predictions in. Let me hear some facts about Foxes and Sabres going on in the Twitch chat as Wesley Snipes looks for another touch coming off the aerial, cannot get there in time. Badger with the smart demo on the third. Has to push Mo into an awkward position. Mo almost puts a shot on, gets saved by Badger.
Yeah, and that was just a great save right there by Badger. Just held his own on the goal line. Just playing some solid defense right now from the Sabres as the Foxes continue to lay on some pressure.
And we have Mo going in there for the 50, gets the ball into the corner. Unknown Ninja loses control, but so far, Sabres are just trying to get the ball back onto the other side of the field. Phoebe doing everything she can to get involved. Now, Ninja plays a little bit too far forward, and that's a goal off the pass from Wesley Snipes right to Mo.
I mean, that was just a beautiful pass right there. Just a little fake challenge, I would say, and then just rolled it off the top of his car right to Mo. I mean, that was just a great play, and then a great shot from Mo.
Yeah. And one thing to point out about the last series they played against the Puffins, Mo was the highest scorer for the Foxes. And we can kind of see why there with the passing game of Wesley and America's Finest. America's Finest playing the backcourt a bit, trying to help out where he can. Wesley Snipes getting demoed by Badger. Now we have America's Finest chasing after the ball here. Unknown Ninja gets a good 50, sends it forward, but no one's there to pick up the call. Foxes looking for another opportunity, looking for another goal for themselves. Mo just glides a little bit underneath. So now Ninja tries to get it past, and America's Finest gets a 50. Phoebe, though, is keeping the offensive pressure going. She goes up onto the back wall, gets a touch, gets bumped out of the way, but maybe Badger can do something about it. No, Badger fakes it out, but unfortunately America's Finest is there, so Unknown Ninja jumps up and gets carried over him by America's Finest.
That was just a beautiful air dribble right there by America's Finest. I mean, one touch, but it was just the setup to it and the shot right over the defender. I mean, honestly, I could not have asked for a better shot from him. What a great execution right there by America's Finest.
Yeah, America's Finest, and that's just unfortunate for Unknown Ninja, just not able to get up in the air in time, not able to contest, and just pulling a bit too far out, in my opinion, trying to protect that goal line, not realizing no one's behind them. So now we have Mo gets a 50 off the hood of Unknown, but Badger still keeping the pressure going. A little short on boost at the moment, though. Cannot contest as America's Finest once again booms this ball over to the Sabre side. Tries to get a fake, and Unknown Ninja, though, is able to carry up and over. Mo waiting for the team to get back. Goes to contest. Now we have 2 at the goal. Badger shoots it off to the corner and slows it down. Wesley Snipes looks for another chance here. Phoebe, good controlled touch, but might not be good enough as it pops up high and off to the side once more.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what's about to unfold. I mean, the Foxes have been on just such great offense all game. I mean, scoring 2 goals. But now it looks like the Sabres are just applying some great pressure against the Foxes. Almost a goal there by Phoebe, but she just hit the post. Yeah, I'm excited to see what the Foxes have to say on defense against the Sabres' oncoming attacks that they've been having.
Yeah, right now, Sabres just putting all that pressure. Badger comes in for the cleanup off the block from the Sabres. And I know Ninja not able to get past him, but a strange double commit from the Fox side right there. Going to give them plenty of time to catch up. 1 minute 34 seconds. They can still tie up this game and even take the win if they want to, but I'm putting my money down on the Foxes. I love a good pack of Foxes, and right now they seem to be keeping that pressure going, but maybe Phoebe's there, almost gets the shot on. America's Finest able to knock it away. Mo slowing control down, sends it off to the side, hoping America's Finest can get it. But no, Finest is not there. Badger almost gets a shot on, misses it just enough to hit the post. And so Mo booms it out towards the center of the net. That's a slow touch. Unknown Ninja's not able to get the save. Badger misses a touch, and Phoebe cannot recover in time. Great shot from Mo.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really beautifully placed clear there from Mo. I mean, it was a great shot. Tough save for the defenders there. Put them up 3-1. I'm ready to see what the Sabres have in store to fight back in this game, but I know they definitely have it in them.
Yeah, I think that's something interesting too. This is a AL level is about Champ 1, Champ 2 with a few outliers here and there since we use our own salary system versus MMR. But a lot of things you will see around Champ 1, Champ 2 is people being able to bang the ball as hard as they can from the center of the field, and that typically gets some goals, especially if it catches the defender unaware, like we saw with the Sabres. Now, 33 seconds left to go in this match. Sabres trying to find a little bit more life in them. Phoebe misses a touch coming out of the corner, so Mo's able to hit it off to the side. And then Phoebe follows it up, gets it down middle. Wesley Snipes shoots it up high and not far enough to get another goal in favor of the Foxes. So no, Ninja 50s off the Foxes. Another chance for a goal here. Sniper shot from coast to coast. Unknown Ninja says there's plenty of time to get one back.
Oh man, I mean, 1 goal, 12 seconds. This is doable. I'm excited to see what the Sabres have in store off this kickoff. I mean, fakes maybe incoming? Who knows?
That's what I would expect. I would see a fake coming from the Sabres side, but no, they're just committing to it with Badger hitting it off to the side and Unknown Ninja not able to clean it up. The Foxes just able to contest really quickly. Phoebe missing the touch on that, and Unknown Ninja tries to keep it alive. Mo pops it towards the corner, and Badger unfortunately just brings it down. 3-2 in favor of the Foxes.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great last-minute attempt there. Unfortunately for the Sabres, the clear was just really great. Unable to get back and catch up to the ball. But talking about the Foxes' third goal, I mean, it was just a boom just from their half. I think it was Nolly who said it in a pro interview a few days ago that, I mean, the key to reaching SSL is just being able to put the ball hard and accurate wherever you want it to go, and mechanics will just come with that. So if these players keep this up, then they'll continue to play really solid as they just did.
Hard and accurate, and that's what we saw with Mo there. I mean, yes, Unknown Ninja and Badger tried to get the save on it, but they just weren't able to react. They weren't able to get a good, solid touch on their back line, and that cost them a goal. And Phoebe right now is doing everything she can to remain in the game, but between the Foxes' offense and pressure, it's kind of hard to keep it going. What do you think the Sabres need to do for the next game, and keep in mind when they match up against the Fox for this next match?
Well, I just think the Foxes have just been applying such great pressure. I think what the Sabres need to do is just collect themselves on defense, be able to just capture a ball, and then get a quick attack downfield. Maybe the Foxes will be a little bit out of rotation, and they'll get some nice opportunities to get some goals on the Foxes defense.
Let's see if they will do that. If they can tighten up their rotations as Badger gets that kickoff, gets it over America's Finest. Now Mo by himself looks to get the ball around. Badger able to get that 50 out to the middle. Phoebe trying to get a touch. There's another 50 center field trying to get it up. But Fox is running away with the ball there. America's Finest sends it off the post. So Badger is able to predict it and is on a breakaway goal. Good read from Badger.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's like what I was just talking about. They collect themselves on defense, catch them a little bit out of rotation, just get that ball past that last guy for a nice goal there by Badger off of his own nice clear.
Yeah, just good patience overall, and a little bit of miscommunication from the Foxes line, I would say, as well, too, just not anticipating that. And I saw one too many bodies up towards the center field getting ready for a pass when another player was right next to him. So maybe the Sabres have found a flaw in the Foxes rotation right now, and the Foxes need to tighten that up in order to repair it. So Unknown Ninja gets a demo on America's Finest, tries to put it in the net, but gets it off to the corner instead. Now Phoebe finding some bodies to bump into, bumps into Mo. Wesley Snipe also decides to bump into Mo there, trying to help out and clear the ball out of the corner. Dangerous play, but worked out in the end, so no fault there. Unknown Ninja, slow pop. It's still in front of the net, though. Badger with the demo. Ball heading back. Phoebe almost gets there in time. That's a 50 from the Foxes. Now we have the Sabres on the back line once more. Unknown Ninja looking for a chance here. Steps back as Badger goes to block the shot from Mo. Mo's not able to convert. Now America's Finest is looking for another chance here. Phoebe with the save, though, gets it off to the side, and America's Finest is knocked into the net. So Badger looks for a shot, looks for an opening here, opts for a block into the corner, tries to pass it back out, cannot get enough strength behind the ball, but Phoebe might be able to get there. Phoebe looking for a pass off towards the center, tries to get it to Badger, but unfortunately not able to get there in time. Ball boomed up towards the side into middle field. And Phoebe gets a 50 as it rolls down off the ceiling once more. Wesley Snipes has a lot of bodies around him and is trying to take this time. Foxes are stepping back from that offensive push.
Yeah, and it seems like the offense has just been back and forth this game so far. What a great bump there by, I don't know who that was. I don't know, but it was just a beautiful bump to help the Sabres clear that ball. And a goal by Badger right there, just another beautiful demo by himself, setting himself up for that goal. And the pass from Unknown Ninja was just, I mean, that was just a great doink off the roof. Great pass out the middle.
Yeah, Unknown Ninja just staying with it, just keeping the pressure going. And Badger following up, gets a bit of a smoke screen from that unintentional demo, and then booms the ball back into the net. Gets this game up to a 2-0 lead right now. Unknown Ninja misses a touch off the side, but so do the Foxes. Mo taken out of the match once more as Badger, Phoebe sends it up. Badger tries to look for a pass, cannot get it. Get it going for him as Wesley Snipes looks to keep the Foxes' possession going. But unfortunately, that looks like another goal for the Sabres there, with Badger getting a third goal, a hat trick.
I mean, that was a great 50 by Unknown Ninja right there on the wall to get that pass on middle right to Badger. That landed right on the roof of his car, and then it was such a great shot of him to put it up in the air, so it makes it just a little bit harder for the defender to save. Just great team playing overall by the Sabres right now.
Match here, looking for an opportunity for the Foxes to gather themselves and show us a bit more of what they were doing in that first match. Badger sends that ball down. Phoebe with a little bit of help. Wesley Snipes looks for another touch off the backboard. Mo's looking for a goal here. Cannot find it right now.
Yeah, and the defense right now from the Sabres they're holding on strong to their 3-goal lead. Foxes have just put on a little bit of pressure, and they've definitely been holding on strong. But now the Sabres are coming back, just get some of their own pressure, and America's Finest almost gives up an opportunity to Sabres. Unfortunately, they are not able to capitalize, make this game 4-0. But I definitely see this game still in the Foxes' favor, in the Sabres' favor, with the Foxes definitely able to come back and be able to win this game with a minute left.
difficulties at the moment. Why is my camera not working? This is like most difficult day. Dementa, can you... Yeah, Dementa, can you keep talking for a while?
Yeah, so Phoebe with a great save on there from a shot from America's Finest. Unknown Ninja kind of bouncing himself off the wall. America's Finest trying to clear the ball. He's going to take it up the wall, maybe look for an air dribble or a pass out middle. Just misses the flip into the ball as Wesley Snipes gives the ball. But Unknown Ninja with a great touch over him. Phoebe on the ball. What a shot and a goal by Phoebe. I mean, that was just like the shot earlier. I think it was in game 1. And it was just a great power hit from middle of the pitch, and great goal by Phoebe.
All right. As we get back into it, 20 seconds left to go, and the Sabres coming out with an entirely new game plan, taking advantage of it. Phoebe with the goal, Badger with the hat trick, and Unknown Ninja just setting up all these opportunities for them. Good demo from Mo, but might be a little too late. Maybe the Fox get one more goal onto their stat sheet right now, try to get that momentum for the next game. But for right now, it looks like we are tied up 1-1 in the series.
I mean, these first 2 games have definitely been great from both these teams. It's definitely been some more offensive heavy games, but solid defense from the Sabres this game. They had 2 saves on 2 shots. I mean, I can't ask for a better performance from them, especially with 4 goals, just putting the Foxes away. Hopefully they can carry that momentum into the next game if you're a Sabres fan.
Yeah. And on the field itself, the pressure that the Sabres were exerting on the Foxes just honing in and hunting them down. Phoebe and Badger were very much involved in that, but Unknown Ninja was just carrying the ball as much as possible, looking for these opportunities to pass out to the team. And they were just all together out shooting the Foxes as well. I felt like the Foxes were just kind of caught staring down a predator the entire time.
Yeah, I think they got a little bit frozen by the oncoming pressure, and you know, they let the Sabres attack them and get their 6 shots on goal. They came up big for 2 of them, but just so much pressure, and it'll result in some goals. And when you're it's really hard to just create counterattack when you're frozen on defense by just an immense amount of pressure from the other team.
And now to kind of flip the script, how should the Foxes approach the Sabres for this next match as we go in 1-1 in Southern Heights?
Well, I definitely think the Foxes should go back to game 1 where they're just applying a bunch of pressure. Maybe try to freeze the Sabres like the Sabres just froze the Foxes, you know, use their enemies' strategies against their enemies, you know. So let's see what they can do to this game. I definitely have a feeling this game's going to be close, as we've seen some great performances from each team.
Yeah, I imagine it's going to be very much a tighter performance with both teams showing what they can do one match after the other. And also, that was an impressive save by Phoebe, booming it almost on target. Only one Fox was down the back court and was able to bump it out of the way. Wesley Snipes gets bumped and trapped by Unknown Ninja. Phoebe flying through the air, trying to find a ball to touch, could not get there in time, so Mo still following it, is looking to get a pass out. Not to Wesley Snipes, but to America's Finest, who's right behind him. But Wesley Snipes backflips it away, trying to keep it away from the Sabres. So Mo taking it off the corner there. Cannot get it. And America's Finest booms it off to the side. Phoebe follows it, has the boost. Badger, last person on the back court right now, tries to get it back in the corner. Good save by Badger. Good patience as well. Foxes double committing there for a moment, just getting tangled up and twisted the entire time.
I mean, the Foxes have definitely come out shooting this game. They've already got a shot, and it feels like a lot more than that, actually. They've definitely been putting a lot of pressure on the Sabres right now. They're just doing whatever they can. They want to bury this game.
Yeah, they're doing whatever they can. They're putting a lot more pressure, but I feel like they're also putting pressure onto each other. But maybe I spoke too soon as Wesley Snipes gets the ball off the ceiling and puts it right in, with Phoebe not able to get up in time to pinch it away.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really tough save there for Phoebe. I probably would have missed that ball 7 out of 10 times if I'm being real with you. But I mean, that was a good read off the ceiling too. I think that bounced off the ceiling. It was just a great play overall by Wesley Snipes. coming off that incoming pressure.
Yeah, just finding that opening and realizing there's one person back, but Badger almost gets a goal in themselves. America's Finest able to dodge it out of the way, but now Wesley Snipes flying through the air. A little bit too low, though, but that ball is heading back to Mo, and who pops it up high. Badger pinches it off the ceiling. Now Unknown Ninja is chasing after it. Doesn't have a lot of boost, though. It's picking up pads, trying to keep it contested. Soft touch puts it in right over two defenders.
That was just really good awareness right there by Unknown Ninja. He runs to cut Wesley Snipes a little bit out, and he just gets a really soft touch to elevate that ball over. Because if he hit that hard, like straight down to Wesley Snipes, he could have got like just shot it right into the goalie type of save. You know, that was really good awareness to touch that softly into the top corner of the net.
And now we see Badger in the same position as Phoebe, but able to get the save off the shot from Mo. Ball still on target, though. Gets dunked in off the crossbar, and Mo steals the goal from Wesley Snipes at the very end.
I mean, come on. What a double touch right there by Wesley Snipes. That was such a great, I mean, shot. I don't even know if I want to call that a pass. Mo was just there to clean the porch, but that was just, that was such a great shot right there by Wesley Snipes. And a great follow-up by Mo.
A few spare droppings from his own teammate decided to get the broom out real quick and sweep it away. In all honesty, I'd still give that credit to Wesley Snipes because that was a very impressive shot. And folks, don't forget !POTW to submit a play of the week, because honestly, that is play of the week worthy in my opinion. What a fantastic double touch off the crossbar. As we get back to the action, Foxes are currently up by 1 point and 2-1, 2 minutes remaining. Badger sends it off to the side, looking for another touch. Cannot get it there. Wesley Snipes sends it over Phoebe. Unknown Ninja's by himself, but Ninja chasing after the ball, hits it off the ceiling a little bit too far ahead. Cannot get another touch. So now Phoebe waits for that ball in the corner. Wesley Snipes goes right under it. That dominance hitbox just deciding to dodge the ball. Unknown Ninja goes up around to the side, gets met in the air by Wesley Snipes, who booms it off to the side again. So Phoebe pops it up high, is looking for a pass to Unknown. Unknown puts it on target, but Wesley Snipes gets a save. Badger says, get out of here. We are tired you denying us our goal. And then America's Finest just decides to step in and interfere after that. Ball's on target, though. Unknown Ninja is able to get another goal, tie up the game 2-2.
I mean, speak of tired of denying themselves their net, like, that was such a great shot by Unknown Ninja. He was in the right spot at the right time. I'm not saying it was lucky. I'm saying that was all skill from him. And just to elevate that ball once again over the defender, making it a very tough save. I mean, they're just tired of getting denied. They're putting some shots on.
Yeah, Badger, smart pass to Phoebe, but unfortunately Wesley Snipes was there to get the save, and Mo takes the ball from Snipes and gets a goal as well, bring them back into the lead again.
Yeah, I just think the Sabres were caught a little bit out of rotation right there. I mean, they've got some pressure off the kickoff, but sometimes kickoffs can be so confusing where everyone goes, like, who's going to challenge. So they were just caught off a little bit there, but definitely have a lot of time to make a comeback here.
Oh, plenty of time, minute left in the game right now. Phoebe, last person back, but she's able to get a touch off to the side. Unfortunately, all the Foxes happen to be there, and Mo boomed it forward. Now America's Finest takes the ball from the pass from Phoebe. Mo sends it back down to America's Finest. America's Finest almost gets it in. Badger with the savior. Phoebe maintaining control here. Still has enough to get a touch there, but might have just messed up her teammate. Badger wasn't expecting the touch and flew right by. Unknown Ninja, though, fortunately, is right behind them. And now Badger is looking for a goal off the post and popped up high. Phoebe cannot make the connection, so now Unknown Ninja has to try. But I don't think the Sabres have enough momentum to do so. Everyone's diving on the ball right now. America's Finest sends it up for a 50 off to the side. Ninja tries to get it out to Phoebe. Phoebe tries to get it clear for Badger. Badger booms it up in the air. Trying to get another touch. Ball still alive. Someone needs to get up there in the air. Mo tries to put a shot on. That's a little off target, though, and hits the ground. Game 3 going in favor of the Foxes.
Yeah, that was such a great last-minute defensive showing there by the Foxes. All game, they had 5 saves. You know, they just an absolute brick wall in defense, if I'm going to be honest. 7 shots, though. I mean, don't take away anything from the Sabres there. They just played a great game as well. just came up a little bit short on that game, but I know that they can get that back next game with just the way that they've been playing.
Oh yeah, no, the Sabres have the momentum. They have the right idea. I think just in this case, Foxes were just anticipating and getting in the way, but they had the right idea towards that later half of just demoing the Foxes and trying to work that into their rotation. But they just need to be aware of the booming clears and the cherry picks from a third man rotation who decides to play up, waiting for that pass out to get the lead back, just like that pass from Wesley Snipes to Mo. But
yeah, I mean, demos are always great to have. I mean, it's kind of annoying if you're the one being demoed, but to just demo someone on the other team, just make it a 3-on-2 for just a little bit of time. It gives you such an advantage. I mean, maybe you can get 2 demos, a 3-on-1. That's so hard for that one player to be able to save the ball.
I'd be inclined to agree. That's one of my favorite aspects of this game is how damaging and morale crushing a demo can be, and how much it can throw off and put your team into a panic when you realize, wait, our last man just got taken out. I don't know who's defending the net. And so we're going to see if the Sabres can bring their offensive momentum alive. Unknown Ninja jumps up, sends that ball off to the corner. Right now, we're looking at 2-1 in favor of the Foxes. America's Finest is trying to pass down to Mo. Mo gives it a soft touch, gets it right over Unknown Ninja. So Phoebe, plenty of time to get that ball. She decides to slow down a little bit, gets a 50 off the corner. That's rolling down, tries to pass it out to Badger, but Badger thinks the ball's going closer, not further. And now Unknown Ninja playing by themselves, but Phoebe booms the ball up high. Look for another touch off that corner. Wesley Snipes gets an awkward touch. Phoebe almost gets the angle in just a little bit too tight. But right now, Sabres have that pressure. I might have spoken too soon, though. Wesley Snipes booms a shot. Phoebe gets a great save, though. And they're looking for that first goal to push the game in their favor and set that momentum for the Sabres.
Yeah, already this game, Phoebe's, I mean, she's been playing out of her mind already. It seems like she's been super fast to every ball. I might have spoken too soon a little there, but I mean, so far this game, she's been playing great for her team, and it's definitely been showing with all the pressure they've been getting. And a goal from Unknown Ninja, just slotting that ball in the top corner from the pass from Badger. A little bit of miscommunication on defense, but then just a great goal, just putting it past the defender. Wesley Snipes almost being able to save that shot.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes tried to react quickly. Mo, I believe, was trying to dodge a bump from Badger, just because I don't think Badger had enough speed to go supersonic. And that worked in their favor. Unknown Ninja passes down to Badger. Unknown goes for another touch. Phoebe also double commits on that. Little miscommunication between the Sabres. Now that ball's heading towards the net, and Ninja is able to get the clear out. Phoebe dodges a demo. Ninja right in the front, pops it up towards the middle of the net. Wesley pops it up high, and Badger is there trying to keep the offensive pressure alive. Mo with the save. That looked like it was on target. Good touch by Mo. And now that ball's flying high. Unknown Ninja has to get the save. Wesley Snipes, anticipating the save, knocks it out of the way, but that might have just saved the Sabres a goal there.
Yeah, I mean, I can relate to that so much. Maybe trying to goal steal, get a little redirect on the ball, and just completely saving my own team shots. I feel for you, Wesley Snipes, on that one. That's tough, but just put one in the back of the net and make right up for it.
Yeah, easy solution. Just if you steal someone's goal or if you save a goal from someone else, just put it back in. No problem whatsoever. And Phoebe 50's out to Badger in that moment. Badger gets a back pass to Unknown Ninja. Unknown Ninja follows the ball. Wesley Snipes and America's Finest both there anticipating the touch. But now Phoebe able to get it past the defender, but not on target. So she goes to demo Mo instead, leaving an opening for Unknown. Who cannot find the back of the net. Wesley Snipes looks for the corner, tries to get it out to Mo, but not enough momentum behind the ball as the Foxes contest. Unknown. And I believe that was Badger in the front court as well, both committing on that, trying to keep this offensive momentum alive, just trying to prevent the Foxes from finding a chance to get a goal as we go past the 3-minute mark in this match.
I mean, this has been such a great defensive game so far. I mean, it was a great save there by America's Finest to be able to read the ball. I mean, one goal so far, after some high-scoring games, it's just been back and forth with pressure. No team has really been able to crack down yet, though, except Sabres with their first goal. Almost a great flick there by Wesley Snipes, but just went off the crossbar.
Yeah, that fourth defender coming in to save the Sabres. And it always hurts whenever you do a flick like that and you think it's on target, you get it right over the defender. But Phoebe almost gets a shot on net there, goes right in front of it, tries to keep it in front of Mo, who bounces off the post. And so Unknown takes the pass from Phoebe, and they get another goal in favor of the Sabres.
I mean, I was talking about Phoebe early this game. That was just a great pass from her. I mean, that redirect touch was just absolutely crazy, and it set up her teammate just so perfectly out in front of the net when it goes off the post and bounces just a totally different direction than the defender's thinking. It was just such a great pass by Phoebe.
Sabres a little bit more cushion for their lead right now, but a minute left is plenty of time for the Foxes to make some magic happen. See, Phoebe gets a 50 out to America's Finest. America's Finest almost gets a touch on landing, but now Phoebe has control. Gets it around. America's Finest dives into the wall, dodging the ball. Ball centered for the Sabres.
Wow.
And another pass from Phoebe to Badger this time.
I mean, like, come on. Phoebe, this is not fair. You'd have to stop making passes like these. Like, that was just such a great touch out middle right to her teammate. I mean, that was a great finish by Unknown Ninja, don't get me wrong, but was that Unknown Ninja?
That was Badger this time.
Sorry. My apologies, Badger. Still though, that was great finish, but from a great pass from Phoebe.
And another pass from Phoebe as well, with the defender just not clear about how that ball was bouncing. It bounces right over America's Finest, who misses the touch and goes right into the net. 0-4, with Phoebe getting a playmaker awarded to her as well. I believe that's 75% goal participation from her. Just being the team player, setting up easy plays, and it's going to tie the series back up for game 4.
Yeah, this has been such a great series so far for both these teams. They've both been showing out, and we're about to get a game 5. Like, that's going to be just so great to see for both these teams, who can really just, when it matters most in game 5, just pull it out and be able to dominate over the other team for just 5 more minutes.
What will be really interesting is, with the score now, it's 2-2 in the series. No matter what, they will be tied in the standing. So it's going to go to, I believe, goals and division for their standing to show what position they are going to be in overall for the threes title. And huge shout out to Phoebe in this. She showed up to play. She set everyone up and made sure they had an easy opportunity to get that ball in. Unknown Ninja got 2 goals. Badger came in and got 2 goals as well. And the defensive effort from the Sabres was unreal and unmatched in this one.
Yeah, I mean, just what you just said, I have to give props to Phoebe for this match. She played so great. It seems like everything that she did had a purpose, and it was fast and it was powerful, and every single touch was just a great accuracy, and passes were right onto her teammates' cars, and it was so great with 3 assists, 2 saves, like defense and offensive player right there.
And I think that's one of my favorite aspects about threes is, and twos, you have to make sure you commit. It has to be tangible, it has to be visible. But there are so many ways to commit to the effort, the team effort of getting a win in threes. And Phoebe is there getting bumps, getting demos, protecting the back line, getting easy passes out to her teammate. As we go into game 5, it is currently tied 2-2. We need to see one of these teams stand out. Phoebe with the save off the shot from Wesley Snipes. Badger tries to flick over Mo, but then America's Finest comes in and interferes. We're on the last match here of this series, and it's going to be too close for me to tell right now who has the better presence, because we've seen fantastic plays from both teams right now.
I honestly think this game's going to come down to whoever scores this first goal. I mean, these games have been, like, at the beginning they've been close. I'd say just score a goal and just play some great defense like we've seen from both of these teams. I know they both can do it. Whoever wants this game more, they're going to win it.
And Phoebe, smart rotation there, takes the ball off the hood of Unknown Ninja, sends it all the way upfield. Now Unknown flies and goes to meet that ball in the air. America's Finest, a little bit off target as that ball gets deflected off to the corner. Sabres still maintaining pressure somehow, despite not having a goal yet, and despite the Foxes having one shot on their record early on in the match. America's Finest, though, might find the back of the net. It waterfalls down, and Badger is able to scoop it out. Phoebe just slowing it down just enough to make sure Badger had time to grab it. Now Wesley Snipes goes for an aerial off the corner, cannot meet with the ball, and there was a demo between the Sabres and Foxes. Foxes losing one of their players. Badger takes the ball up to the side. Wesley Snipes blocks it right back down, right to Mo, sends it off, but Unknown Ninja maintains possession, keeps it going forward, fakes out America's Finest, but cannot fake out Mo. As that ball rolls right into the center of the field. No. Sabres playing it smart, just waiting patiently for a better opportunity. They are playing the nice, calm, patient game, but maybe Unknown Ninja might be able to find a shot. No! Wesley Snipes with that save.
That was such a beautiful save right there by Wesley Snipes. I mean, I think that ball was halfway in the net when he touched it. He could not have made such a more clutch save there in Game 5 with 2 minutes left. Like, first goal, it would have been a great goal to score. Wesley Snipes coming up huge on defense for the Foxes.
And we see Phoebe going in for another shot. Mo getting a clear bit of a double commit from the Foxes there. And Mo's just trying to maintain possession, but gets bumped away. And then Phoebe sends it upfield. Now she's flying, sends it to the middle. Tries to get it out to Badger, tries to put a shot and sends it to the corner instead. They want to try and set up their team, try to get an easy goal. Fakes out Mo, ball heads toward the center, back to Badger, who hits it off the post, back to Mo, who goes towards the net. Badger pops it up high. Phoebe steps away. Now has a chance to send the ball forward towards the center of the net. America's Finest booms it back up the field. No one's on the ball. America's Finest goes to contest with Unknown Ninja. Badger steps back, sends it off to the side. Phoebe, plenty of time to contest here. Sends it upfield, is looking for a chance. No one's been able to score past the 3-minute mark right now. Looking for some life at the moment on the field. Phoebe might have an opportunity here. That ball's rolling into the net. Shot off the side, and a sniper shot from coast to the coast gives the Sabre the first point of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel so bad for Mo right there. He had stuck with no boost. Like, I feel you, bro, on that one. Just the no boost, just trying to get back, just unable to. But, I mean, that was a great clear from Phoebe with all awareness that she had that the net was open and she could just put it on for a goal. Almost with another goal right there.
Yeah. Gets a little caught in the net. Unknown tries to clean up the pass. Badger is able to get a piece of it, sends it off to the corner now. Sabres just need to protect their lead. Foxes, it's time to go. It's time to put all momentum forward and just make sure you can get the ball in front of their net. At some point, that wall's got to crack, and you're going to be able to score a goal. But you have to keep that momentum going forward. Wesley Snipes tries to come off the ceiling for it. Mo booms it forward. Unknown Ninja sends it off to the side. But America's Finest is able to find the back of the net off the pass.
That was some beautiful pressure right there from the Foxes. Just from the, I think it was from the wall to the backboard, and then just keeping the defenders on their heels. America's Finest is able to put the ball in the back of the net. Just a great play shot to the right side when he knows that the defender's on the left. Makes it hard to save, and it's just great awareness by him on that goal.
And now we're back up, tied to 1-1, but might as well be 0-0. We might see our very first overtime. But Badger sprinting back, Mo able to find the net off the pop around Badger, off the pass from America's Finest.
I mean, that was such a nice flick. He popped that ball so high. I don't know, as a defender, I don't know how you can be able to react to that in time. Like, that was such a great flick by him, and then be able to recover for the finish after his car is done flipping through the air. Great play by him.
And now Sabres need to find another goal for themselves. Bounces off the post. Phoebe doesn't get enough momentum behind that shot. Instead, kills it towards the center of the field. Foxes just throwing it over to the Sabres side, looking to keep this lead alive, but Unknown Ninja pops it up to Phoebe. Phoebe misses the connection, so now Badger has to get a pinch, sends it down, gets a 50 off America's Finest. No one's around from the Sabre side, so Wesley Snipes is able to contest. Mo booms it right back into the corner. You just need to kill a little bit more time. That ball goes down a little bit too high. So America's Finest brings it down, and game 5 is in favor of the Foxes, and they will have an 8-7 record, while the Sabres will just be right behind them at a 6-8, maybe even a little bit lower. What a close game.
That was such a great game. I mean, I could not have asked for a better game 5. Maybe if they go to overtime, but still, like, the last few seconds, you know, it just gets so intense when you have to score one more goal. But shout out to the Foxes for that one. Just absolute defensive powerhouse. And I mean, as if I was a Sabre, I would not have been able to break the Foxes on that one. They were just playing so good on defense, being able to get every single clear that they could. And I mean, what do you think about both these teams in these series, how they've played?
Honestly, win or lose, I would not be upset if I was a Sabre, and I would be very, very proud of myself if I was a Fox, because no matter what, you both put a strong effort in. The Sabres lost the third match, lost the first match, but then put a really strong showing in the fourth match and kept it really close, really tight. Unfortunately, Foxes were just able to find that one opening, trusting each other to be upfield for that pass and looking for the easy goal, keeping that pressure on, keeping it alive. But the Sabres as well, between Badger and Unknown Ninja and Phoebe, another very strong showing. Phoebe was there to keep the offensive momentum going, looking for the passes, looking for these openings to provide to her team. Unknown Ninja was able to get goals, and Badger getting demos, bumps, whatever was needed in order to clear the alley. But at the end of the day, Foxes, Mo, America's Finest, and Wesley Snipes, smart touches, great passes, and a lot of trust on the team led them to the win in the end.
Yeah, I mean, every single player on the field definitely came to play today. Definitely a huge bounce back from last week where they both went down in their series 4-1. It was such a great series this week, and I just have to give props to every single player that was playing. They all did so great, and it was a great series by everybody.
Fantastic series. And folks, if you saw any plays that you love there, or if you're a player and you want to go back to one of your plays and submit it to Open Net for Play of the Week, hit !POTW in the chat to get the link to the form, and we'll look it over, get it onto the show. On top of that as well, folks, thank you so much for joining us for some threes action between the Academy League, Foxes versus Sabres, sponsored by APM Music. If you love these teams so much, don't forget to pick up your jersey and team franchise merch, or even an MLE jersey itself from our sponsors over at Guardian Proline. That's !Proline in the Twitch chat as well, or go find the link in the Discord. And with that, folks, we're going to go ahead and take a short intermission. Demented, thank you so much for joining me in the commentary booth. It was great to cast with you as well.
It's great to cast with you, man.
Yeah. And with that, we're going to get ready for a break. And when we come back, we are going to have Premier League with the Dodgers versus the Blizzard coming up next.